Hi, sports fans. Oh, wrong show. Don Oshman again, HideNet.com. I'm chairman. I'm editor-in-chief and president of HideNet.com Market Reports. And here's our report for this week. In Latin America, our Ronald Guel reports from Nuevo Hamburgo that the fresh raw hide market this week fell in Brazil, regardless of lower kills because of the JBS problem, which we'll talk about in a second. Back to JBS, they closed seven packing houses, mostly in Mato Grosso, this week due to some problem with the tax authority. But today, the Wall Street Journal reported that they opened them up again. So kills going to pick up again next week. Meantime, Marfrig is not taking this lying down. They're seeing opportunity, and they are expanding their kill. Meanwhile, sellers still have trouble selling TR1 wet blue in Europe or in Asia, and they sold this week as low as 85 cents and up to 90 cents on 22 kilo. Argentine prices barely steady, Paraguay steady, and in Anpeak there was a good show so far. I mean, it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll have a report on that in our next week edition, a little bit today. By the way, our Latin American report is available in Spanish and in English. If you prefer Latin, we've heard Spanish, that's available too. Excuse me. European report this week, Andrea Guolda reports from Bologna. That report is also available in English and Italian. That the optimism that left after Lineapel last week, the week before, seems to evaporate this week, and as a result, but prices fell. Prices fell on primarily UK cows, but also European cows, as demand kind of dried up. The Italian tanners weren't keen buyers, and China remains the great taker of hides and skins and blue, not so much at this point. So European cows were down, and in the UK and Ireland, that was with lower kills. The price still went down. Some bulls in the continent were also lower this week, and China, as I said, has been quiet. So not a good time if you're a seller of hides in Europe and many other places in the world. North America, steer prices were more or less steady this week, but the cow sector had a softer undertone. The USDA reported that cattle on feed were up 5%, and sales surpassed slaughter. No, sales did not surpass slaughter and shipments. Sales were under slaughter and shipments this week again, but it was close. Meanwhile, the big problem is outstanding shipments are near record highs. In other words, those are hides that have been sold, some cases resold and resold 2 or 3 times, are not getting letters of credit. There was a slight pickup earlier last week, but it kind of dissipated. So people have plenty of hides sold, but they can't get them shipped because they can't get the money. Our forecast in our U.S. hide market report, our U.S. Week in Review, we call it, are right 89% of the time. And we were right again in our forecast in the last week's report. What's that worth to you? You all have your own source of information where you hear this, you hear that. But if you read HideNet, you get our analysis, why we think it's happened, and what's going to happen. That's pretty valuable information. You can see, we did not just talk, you can read and believe by getting a free trial subscription to our reports. Our American report is, by the way, is only available in English, but it is being read worldwide. There's 60, we have subscribers in over 60, almost 70 countries, by the way. Why? Because it pays. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.